So I left school not really knowing what I wanted to do. So I looked at the most educated person in my family who was an accountant, and I decided to go to college and study accountancy and mathematics. When I finished the course, I was scared of the concept of working in an office for the next 40 years of my life, and I decided to go to something more practical and hands-on, which was to be a car mechanic. As I was doing my apprenticeship, I realized I was earning my boss a lot of money each and every day, so I started to think of an idea of having my own business. Now, I eventually went on to own my own business for about 4 years, but during that time I got married and started to have a family, and I realized that I didn't own the business, but in actual fact the business owned me. I was completely time broke. So I decided to sell my business and become a taxi driver so I could be more flexible for my family. But after doing this for 6 long years, I started to feel very under challenged, and I wanted to be a better role model for my 6 children. And this was the time in my life when ACN was introduced to me on the 2nd of April 2014. I saw ACN as a vehicle that could allow me to work when I want, and the concept of residual income really excited me. I mean, doing the job once but getting paid over and over again, I thought this type of income was only reserved for the rich and famous. After 6 months in ACN, I was in the position where I had the choice to leave taxi driving and focus on my future. It took me 29 months to become a regional vice president, and today my life is far better than I could ever imagine. I now have the time and financial freedom to spend as much time as I want with my family, and I've been able to actually travel the world and help many people to improve their financial situation. What's really allowed me to do this is the system that ACN has in place with the training and support, and it can take anybody with the work ethic and consistency and really help them to achieve as much success as they want. I always say if a taxi driver with 6 children and no previous experience can come into ACN and become a regional vice president and above, anybody that also has the desire can do the same.